the Speaker Award. No, let's get serious, okay. Good evening, graduates, family and friends, and distinguished guests. Tonight is an exciting and emotional time as we close the book on this transformational chapter of our lives. I am extremely honored to have been chosen to speak at this momentous occasion. Although I do not fancy myself a great orator, I would like to take a moment to reflect on a few topics that are meaningful to me, and I hope to many of you. One of the reasons I was drawn to the MBA Plus program at Portland State was its emphasis on leadership and sustainability and responsibility. All too often, the news is flooded with corporate and political officers acting in reprehensible ways. As the next generation of business leaders, I feel we have an image problem ahead of us. I don't know about all of you, but I had some friends and acquaintances say to me, "Why are you going to business school?" But now, we understand, and Portland State understands, that a unique opportunity exists for us to make positive changes in this world and attempt to transcend that image by using business to do good. This is a bit of a strange notion, but I believe that those of us with the ability, the intelligence, and the resources to execute this kind of change have the responsibility to do so. In fact, it is our primary obligation as we emerge into this world as leaders. In the coming years, we will be charged with allocating resources in order to produce significant gains and meaningful outcomes. How and where we designate these resources is likely to determine our own success professionally and personally. I know many of us are ready to capitalize on the benefits of our higher education. However, with access to these great resources comes great responsibility. Many of us hope to rule from the C-suite. We want to be in charge, darn it. We want people to respect us and to listen to us and do what we say. And if they don't, we get to fire them. I would posit an alternative attitude, one of servanthood. The concept of serving others is not very attractive, but many of us have come to understand that two things happen when we serve others. The other person is blessed, and we are blessed. This dual blessing is extremely powerful. By helping others, we can bring joy and contentment not only to them, but also to ourselves. I challenge each of us to think of ourselves as servants to our employees and stewards of our resources instead of managers. Perhaps with that attitude shift, we will find a more satisfying life, be surrounded by happier people, and achieve yet even more success. To quote former President John F. Kennedy, "A rising tide lifts all boats." By helping each other, we can all benefit. In preparing for this evening, I was reminded of one of my father's favorite books, The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. If you are unaware of this charming novella, I recommend you read it. It's very short. It won't take very long. The story is written from the point of view of a pilot stranded in the desert after his plane crashes. While attempting to fix his aircraft, he meets a little prince who lives on another planet. The prince tells the pilot about his home and how he cares for it. His pride and joy is the most beautiful flower on the planet. A single rose upon which he lavishes attention and love. After an argument with this rose, the prince decides to venture out into the great wide universe in search of the meaning of life, and eventually ends up on Earth. While visiting the wonders of planet Earth, the prince stumbles across a rose garden. Crushed by the realization that his beloved rose is not unique, but is merely a common flower, the prince continues his journey to China. As luck would have it, he runs into a very wise fox that guides the rest of his journey and helps him realize that the time and love he has devoted to his rose makes it special. The fox tells the prince, "You become eternally responsible for that which you have tamed." This brief sentence encapsulates the essence of stewardship. We as humans have tamed portions of this earth. We are responsible for protecting and preserving that which we have tamed. Taking that a little further, I would say that we are responsible to protect and preserve all that we have control over. be they material resources, finances, or people. I cannot help but wonder how much better our local and global community would be if we felt responsible for everything and everyone on it. It's a tall order, and one that will not be accomplished in our lifetime. But, as the fox says goodbye to the little prince, he reveals the secret of life. One can only see well with the heart. That which is truly important is not visible with the eyes. Those things that will mean the most to us long term are invisible. They are the kindness we show to our friends, neighbors, and employees, and the respect we give each other and our earth. And so I offer my sincerest congratulations to the graduates here today, and I would like to leave you with one final toast that my father used to always give at dinner. In a perfect world, we'd all have a glass of bubbly in our hands. That's not going to happen yet. À l'amour, la santé, les vraies richesses, et le temps pour en profiter. I hope you all experience love, good health, true riches, and the time to enjoy them. Thank you.